We all understand that the source of this war and the long-term threat to the European way of life is Russia. But in reality, we are not just facing Russia alone. We are facing a network of state and non-state actors that are serving the cause of aggression. This network includes Russia, North Korea, the current regime in Iran, Chinese companies, and many schemes across the world that help produce weapons and carry out operations against our country, our people, and our Europe. And the best way to do it is to hit the core of this aggression hard and to break every link that connects Russia with its accomplices. Now the key points for today about defense production. First, investment and technology. Our defense production potential has surpassed $35 billion.
What?
This includes nearly 1,000 types of products, from artillery and traditional armed vehicles to advanced drones of all types and missiles. But around 40% of this potential lacks proper funding. Is true. That's a problem. For example, we can produce over 8 million drones of different types each year, but the financing allows for far fewer. At the same time, Russia is using not only its oil revenues for defense, but also the resources of regimes like North Korea and Iran, and Russia's corrupt connections in other countries in the defense sector, including sharing our expertise and achievements with those who help the most. And we must lead in the drone race, both in strike drones and interceptors, and keep moving forward in producing traditional weapons, taking into account all the lessons learned in this long war.
Trump also met privately with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, their first sit-down since a heated Oval Office argument in February.
Couldn't have been nicer. I'm going to speak to Vladimir Putin and see if we can get it ended.
So, ladies and gentlemen, before I start this video, I just can't stress this enough that I am America first, okay? I don't really care about other countries' wars and conflicts and stuff like that unless it involves America. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me just state the obvious. Zelensky, why are you here? Why are you actually here at the NATO summit? You are not in NATO, my dude. You look like you just went there to beg. Honestly, we're going to go down your whole thing, dude. But my thing is this, ladies and gentlemen, this is precisely the reason why Putin invaded Ukraine in 2014 during the Obama administration. Because these people are not allowed to join NATO without it being a conflict of interest. You cannot join NATO when your border is right there by ours. That's Putin's argument. So with that being said, Putin invaded Ukraine. I mean, what else do you want him to do? He has to protect this border. And I believe a third of Ukraine is gone. A third of Ukraine is like toast. OK, so Zelensky clearly wants this war. And he needs America to do it. He literally needs America. Now, you know, he's going to throw out other countries like North Korea and Iran. Now that, you know, this big old, you know, thing that's going on with Iran and Israel right now. And, you know, United States helping them out with the bombs and stuff like that when it comes to Fordow and Esfahan. You know, you guys already know that story. So he's basically trying to manipulate that situation right now into us being tricked into giving him more money, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, come on. You heard the guy. How much do he want when it comes to this drone program? He wants $35 billion to do his war operation. Guys, think about that for a second. This is your tax dollars that's not even going to America. That's $35 billion that we're just going to hand to Zelensky? I think not, ladies and gentlemen. And my thing is this. He's the only one calling for war. We have to hit Russia hard. You don't hear Putin talking like this. You don't hear Trump talking like this. The only person that's talking this crazy is Zelensky. How can nobody else not see this? Zelensky is clearly a neocon. This dude is clearly a warmonger. This dude wants war. I think he just wants his, part of Ukraine back that Russia already took. Look, dude, in my opinion, I already knew Ukraine was not going to win this war. They're not winning right now. And it's just looking like they're going to lose. Okay. So we just need to stop. We just need to stop all of this nonsense when it comes to Ukraine and Russia. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not a Putin asset or anything like that. But if Mexico was trying to do some shady stuff, wouldn't America get on top of that immediately, though? Like as soon as possible? Let's say Mexico had a nuke or something like that, or they were planning to overthrow our government or something like that. Wouldn't you guys think that that's a, conflict of interest? Because Mexico don't really like us at all. So if Ukraine joined NATO, then Russia is definitely going to retaliate. They're going to go all in. I'm just going to be honest with you, because if Russia was a part of NATO, this wouldn't really happen. But we all know that's never going to happen. But let it be known that Putin has tried to get into NATO many times. OK, I hate when people try to paint Putin as the bad guy all the time, when Zelensky is literally the person that's dragging young dudes off of the street to go fight in this war. Some of them have Down syndrome. Like, Zelensky is crazy, man. This dude is literally an actor, though. This dude is an actor, okay? But let's just continue, okay? He just wants war. But when it comes down to it, man, the drones, this dude said $8 billion per year. Per year, he wants $8 billion for drones alone. That's not even including missiles and artillery and probably, on foot soldiers. Just gonna be honest with you guys. Like, this dude is absolutely crazy. That's why he said this operation is gonna cost probably $35 billion. Like, I'm not with that, man. I want my money to stay in America, and I'm pretty sure the people who are watching this video would like that as well. So it's like, and there's a couple things that Zelensky said, that did not rub me the right way at all. So when he said the benefit of helping Ukraine is sharing his expertise to the ones who help him the most, dude, who the hell is helping you more than the United States? Please tell me, who's giving Ukraine more money than the United States? You need to be giving us everything, dude. What are you talking about? Like, at this point, if a Ukrainian and an American encounter or something like that, that Ukrainian owed that American like a free pair of shoes or something, bro. How much money we didn't gave y'all. I don't know. I'm just throwing stupid stuff out. But at this point, Ukraine owes us. Why are we paying for a war that we don't want? America should not. We was talking about this under the Biden administration. Trump went on, we basically are America first. We don't want wars. Okay, we're anti-war. Believe it or not, I'm anti-war, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I don't want nobody dying. That includes the Middle East. That includes Western civilization. I don't really care where. Like, the thought of death is just crazy. So when he said the whole, he's going to share his expertise, dude, you need to be giving us everything that like now, right now. What are you talking about? We've given you billions of dollars of our money, dude. Any expertise you have, you need to be coughing that information up immediately. So Trump wants to end the war. When it comes to the facts, Putin wants to end the war. The only person that don't want to end the war is Zelensky. is Zelensky. I mean, who else like wants the war to go? I'm just being honest, ladies and gentlemen. Like, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. But last thing I'm gonna say, because I know I stretched it a little bit, but dude, stay the hell away from NATO. We don't want you in NATO. This is the problem that Russia had with you guys in the first place. You tried to join NATO. That's a conflict of interest on Russian borders. Putin said, no, we're not having that. And that's why he invaded you guys. He invaded you in 2014 under the Obama administration. And then he invaded again after Kamala Harris had a meeting with Vladimir Putin, I would say 2 days before. Like, let's be real, ladies and gentlemen. This dude Zelensky is cooked, okay? Now, I'm not for any side. I just want the war to end, ladies and gentlemen. It's just stupid. This war is dumb. But like and subscribe if Squidward tentacles have a better attitude than Zelensky. Peace.